to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wheels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone is on action. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Pressure coming, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of high balls on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over James Madison. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Syracuse right back at it.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and he just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Peters. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Wants to throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Handoff to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. It's a draw. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Trying to do it on the ground. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Firing to the right, complete.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again, up 10-3. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. There's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Syracuse right back at it.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off covered. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
He couldn't connect on that 54-yard field goal attempt, and now they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 37. Finds his man. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires left. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Kick is in the air. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The sure hands, it's Squires. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Third down play from the gun. Finds his tight end. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Syracuse right back at it.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball.
There he goes. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. To the air on second down. Rushes on him. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Hands it off. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to take the top off. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Turns it loose deep. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Wants to go up top. Immediately fires to the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Marshall has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up 14 over James Madison. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Got it in the middle, it's Squires. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. From the gun on third down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense putting points on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. They'll try to power their way ahead. Makes a man miss. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Catch in the middle, it's Squires. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's caught. Runs through a tackle. Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're...
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Got room to work.
Returner brings it out to the 35.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll run the screen. Fights off a defender. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough edges on third down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete. Flying out to the left. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
No, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Syracuse, 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Well, just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Complete to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Got his man on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Good completion on the out. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. He's got him. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is on.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by a field goal over Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Finds the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Rock. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now they'll run the draw. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Looking to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got it behind the line. It's Rock. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Peters. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave it the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The give to the back. Nice move there. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Gets it out fast.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Syracuse will send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on third and short. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
Is another first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw again. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Orange will have to punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, he's got some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll pull it on the read. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Gives it on the option. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. He'll try the left side. He breaks a tackle. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what we've seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And here comes the punt team. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Leaves it with the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a running room. No one there to stop him, except the fellow in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Quick release on the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Pulls it in. It's dropped. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Out of the gun. The running back has it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Rock.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Orange converted and picked up that last 1st down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Peters. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Tight end finds a soft spot. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.